Hi guys, so today we are in 16th of August and we have to prune these two types of lavender. So we have here an angustifolia type of lavender and this one is a hybrid. So I have probably several clips where I'm showing you how to prune your lavender in the fall, and probably that's a little bit confusing. Why should you prune lavender in the fall if you are pruning it in the summer? So guys, I want to clarify that one. I have some types of lavender, angustifolias especially, that flowers faster and earlier in the season, like the end of May, beginning of June. So those types of lavender, I am harvesting them for bunches, for arrangements, and until the fall they will have a little foliage grown again. So that's why I'm coming again in the fall and prune them, just a light prune. But if you don't do arrangements, if you don't have bunches to sell, if you don't take the plants to a distillery and make oil and just let the plant in flower, and the flowers will probably fade somewhere around the end of July, beginning of August, then this is what you should do. You should prune your lavender after all the bees are away from your plant. If you don't see any insects on your plant, angustifolia or hybrid, then you know that's the perfect moment for you to prune your lavender. These two types of lavender should have been pruned probably around 2 weeks ago, but for the experiment and for this video I let them be just to show you how they will grow if you are not going to prune them. So right now I'm going to take you in a close-up to them and show you what is the difference between angustifolia and intermedia, and how they will grow and how not pruning them will affect them. Okay, so let me take you up close. So guys, we have both of them over here. This one is a hybrid and this one is an angustifolia. Let me show you a little bit of difference when they grow. So if you don't prune your hybrid, well, it's going to be a problem probably around the next year, because look what's happening. The new shoots that will grow, they are growing on the stem, okay? So this is a stem that had the flower, and now it wants to grow over here. So we don't want to do that. We want the plant to have the new shoots as down as possible, because that way we can maintain the plant healthier and mount. Okay, so if you don't prune these, what will happen the next year? These will grow, and down there they will become more woody and faster. Okay, the difference is that the lavender angustifolia type will do the same thing, but they will still grow down. Okay, look, if we go over here, we can see we have new shoots over here, and the lavender, the angustifolia type, don't grow on the shoots. You see, this was the flower. They will not grow on the stem, they will grow at the base. So they will get woody, even angustifolia, but not so fast in comparison with the hybrids. Okay, so yeah, let's go and prune them. Okay guys, so now that you've seen the difference and the growth, we'll have to prune them. So because I know a lot of you don't have any cica, I will use a pair of secateurs and we will just start to prune. And okay, if you don't know the difference between angustifolia and hybrids, you should know that when you prune them and they are dry, exactly like I showed you in up close, probably you will have a lot of seed in the angustifolia types of plant, but not in the hybrids. So okay, I'm going to start pruning them. And on the angustifolia, as I told you, you can just go a little bit low. You don't have to worry about it, because they will recuperate very, very fast. So for me to prune them with the secateurs is going to take a little bit longer, but nevertheless, probably around 2 minutes is going to be just fine. So now, after I'm pruning, and look, I was telling you about the seeds on the angustifolias. Let me show you. As you can see, we have all seeds around my hand. So if you don't prune them right now, the seeds will fall on the ground, and in the next year you will have a lot of baby plants around your main plant. So as I told you, this lavender, this one is an angustifolia and it's making seeds. But if you want to know the difference between a lavender that is grown from seed and the one that is grown from cuttings, I will leave a link down below and you can watch that one too, okay? So I let these plants in flower because at home I want to have plants. Okay, look what we have here, guys. So we have a praying mantis over here, and I really love these insects. They are the gardeners, the keeper of the gardeners. They will hunt anything, even bees, even everything. So I'm going to just let her go. So I let these plants flower for you to see exactly the difference between angustifolias and hybrids. And because these plants from home, I am not taking them to harvesting, to distillery, to making bunches out of them. Sometimes I just want to enjoy the flowers of the lavender and see all the bees on my plant, okay? So look how beautiful this plant is. But if I would prune this plant a couple of weeks ago, I wouldn't have these new shoots over here. They would be more down below, okay? But it's no problem for me because I will prune this even next year. So if you don't prune it 1 year, just don't worry. It's going to recuperate the next season when you are pruning it. The problem is not with the angustifolia as much as with the X intermedia. So now let's go with the X intermedia. So this one is a type of lavender that is it's half yellow and half it's green. It's a variegata type of lavender. And you see, look, over already, if you don't prune it, it will start to become leggy. And probably this one I can go even lower. But remember, don't prune into the hardwood. Okay? I just made a clip on how to rejuvenate your plant that is a woody lavender. I'm going to let that link below also. But guys, you really need to prune your lavender if you want to keep them mount, keep them shape, and of course, if you want them to bloom every single year the same. Because imagine, when you are cutting, when you are pruning over here, so this wood will make 2 or 3 or 4 new shoots. So from those new shoots, in the next year, you will have flowers. But if you don't prune them, then what will happen on a single shoot like this one, you will have only 2 or 3 buds. They will go, they will grow, and they will make some new flowers, and then they will get woody, and probably around 5 years the plant will be very big but very woody at the base, and it will not look as beautiful as you want to. So it's gonna take probably around 5 minutes to prune them both without the talking. And guys, if you are wondering what can you do with all this material that you have from the pruning, I'm telling you, you can still put these to dry. Even the hybrid, even the angustifolia, you could put them to dry, and after they dry, just take the buds off the stems, and then you can put them somewhere around the house in a bowl. And when you want a new scent, a beautiful scent, you can just press on the seeds and they on the flower buds, and they will still release their aroma. The angustifolia type, you can even use them for tea. Yes, you can drink tea from the angustifolia types of lavender. Not so much from the hybrid, because the hybrid have a lot of comfort quantity and they will be more soapy. So guys, this is, I could go even a little bit lower on this one. There wouldn't be any problem on pruning even lower, but right now, as you can see, they are compacted and they are mounted. They are looking very good. I really enjoy them. I'm going to just, on the hybrid, I'm gonna just be careful and give it a round, perfectly nice shape. But this is quite everything that you have to do. So right now, after you prune them, after the flowers have passed away, just do nothing to them until next year. So again, you will just let them be. In the spring, they will take over again. They will go in green. They will make flowers. The plants will get bigger and bigger after year. Probably around year 5, they will be at maximum height and width, and they will not grow. But then you will have to be very careful and on the plants not to be woody. You can go a little bit lower on pruning them, but you will have to necessarily to have green buds under your cut, okay? And that's how you will keep your lavender probably 10-15 years without a problem, okay? So guys, if you have any questions, please post them in the comment section below. Thank you for watching. If you think it's helpful, give it a like, and until next time, see you guys. Bye.